I have prepared a 7-day obedient dog marathon for you. Click here to join my Telegram channel. A guard dog for a plot of land. What should it be like? Mistakes when choosing a dog to guard a property are common. Of course, few people would entrust their possessions to a small, playful, and timid dog. However, choosing a dog simply by the principle big and fierce is not always justified either. In general, even a small dog can manage basic guarding functions. Still, a large dog looks more intimidating, and its bark sounds more threatening. A guard dog must have all the necessary qualities: distrust of strangers, a certain level of aggression toward intruders, and naturally developed protective instincts. Guard dogs should treat strangers neutrally or, at most, unfriendly. But it's important to remember that a loyal friend and protector should not turn into a hostile, uncontrollable monster that poses a threat not only to strangers but also to family members. You must teach the puppy proper manners from the first days, paying a lot of attention to obedience and training. It is essential to teach the dog the basics of protective and guard service. So, a good guard dog should be even-tempered, showing aggression only when truly necessary. Fearless, ready to confront a thief rather than hide in its kennel with its tail tucked at the side of a stranger. Smart, able to assess a situation correctly, understand the actions of an intruder, and distinguish between friend and foe. Independent, since some dogs only act on the owner's command. A guard dog must be capable of making decisions in the owner's absence. Hardy, as it will spend most of its time outdoors rather than inside the house. When choosing a guard dog, first ask the breeder about the working qualities of the puppy's parents. If you choose a large or fighting breed, realistically assess your abilities. Can you raise and train the dog properly, instilling the necessary qualities and behavior? The coat type and thickness of the undercoat are no less important when choosing a breed. For guarding a private property, especially if you plan to keep the dog in an outdoor enclosure year-round. Before bringing a puppy home, it is crucial to create comfortable living conditions in the yard. Set up the enclosure or kennel properly. Do not assume that a long-haired dog can simply be chained up or placed in a basic doghouse. A dog is a living being, a member of your family, so provide the best possible conditions. It's not necessary to choose a long-haired breed, but it is very important that the dog has a thick undercoat to protect it from environmental factors. Smooth-coated and short-haired dogs must be kept indoors during winter, or provided with an insulated enclosure. Watchdog versus guard dog. What's the difference? These terms are often confused. A watchdog simply alerts the owner to the presence of strangers by barking. Almost any dog can do this, as the instinct to bark at intruders is natural. A guard dog, however, is a specially trained watchdog capable of attacking and detaining a thief. It understands the intentions of an intruder. The best guard dogs come from breeds developed specifically for protective and guarding work. But guarding abilities do not develop on their own. They must be instilled through training. What else should be considered? The larger the dog, the shorter its lifespan. For example, German Shepherds and Rottweilers live on average 14 years. Caucasian and Central Asian Shepherd dogs live only 11 years. Large dogs mature slowly, up to 3 years, but begin aging as early as 6. The larger the dog, the greater the load on its heart and joints. Puppies need special nutrition for proper development of bones and the cardiovascular system. If your budget does not allow for significant expenses, it is better not to get a puppy of a large breed. However, among large breeds there are so-called light eaters. For example, the Caucasian Shepherd dog has a slow metabolism and eats surprisingly little for its size. If you don't have the time, desire, or confidence that you can provide the animal with proper conditions and care, if you are often away from home or frequently sent on business trips, you should not get a 4-legged guard. A dog, like any other living being, requires attention, time, and consistent care. I have prepared a 7-day obedient dog marathon for you. Click here to join my Telegram channel.